Hey, what's up, guys? Kyle Gallant back with a video, and today I'm going to do my review of Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, episode 17, English dub. So, episode starts out with the Quincy's getting their new power there. Technically, the Quincy's actually were technically building wings there and stuff there. One of the mostly the Quincy's who honestly run away from that. Other Quincy there, the mostly the she was mostly gaining her power. Mostly they're like seeing they actually have wings now. They're like, oh wait, why we want these wings there and stuff like that. And then mostly they're like making fun of her. It's like, oh wait, they got her. She also got her wings also there and stuff like that. So technically, uh, she so the episode mostly we actually have the credits there. Mostly right after the credits there, we see her using her new power there. Mostly her wings actually does explosions there. Mostly he's like mostly the guy who honestly does reverse there. He gets hit by her attack there. When he was actually was saying, he's like, well, he's like, she's like, he's saying, he's like, well, something like reverse. He's like, you're not gonna reverse this, and mostly she hits him with the attack there. Mostly exploded there. She was ready to mostly cluster, mostly do like a lot of bombs on him and stuff like that. So technically, we see uh, Chigan there jumps in the way, mostly taking the blows there. She's like, "Oh, doggy came to play there," and stuff like that. So she said that to him, and he's like, he was actually saying mostly just to get him out of here. Um, Mostly told him that there and stuff. Mostly one of the other Soul Reapers was mostly gonna attack him, but mostly he saved her there from it. He's like, "Don't be reckless there." That's what he told her there. Mostly the bombs is on, mostly the things is on her. Mostly will explode. She mostly explained that, saying mostly if they attach on your body, they will explode there. So he told to get him, technically get the guy out of there. And she's like, right, and stuff. So she technically takes the guy out of there. And mostly she went after Chegan there with using cluster bombs and stuff like that. Mostly Chegan, mostly his armor came off and stuff like that. Mostly he looks like a human there. And then she's like, wait, where's your dog form and stuff like that. And then he's like, well, I don't have no trying doing it there. So he uses his Bonkai there. Mostly his Bonkai was mostly undefeated there and stuff. Mostly the only reason why he gained this like trust there, why he mostly turned into a human there. Mostly they explained it there. Mostly the dog, the wolf captain or the wolves there. He went to the wolves there, and mostly the wolves actually said you have to give something there to give up your heart there for the Jugan or Chigan or something. Chigan there, and not Chigan, but the whatever type of move this like thing there. So he rips out his heart there, gives it to the dog, uh, the the dog king there, or the wolf king there, and he said mostly the pack is yours there to control there and stuff like that. So technically, when he uses his Bonkai there, his Bonkai was getting blown up there, and he was mostly being affected there. Mostly he was technically immune from her attacks there because he technically gave up his life already there for the thing. So he technically gave up his life there, and he's like, it's pretty pointless there and stuff like that. That's what he was actually saying to her there. She was technically throwing the bombs there, or not really the bombs, but mostly she was trying to blow them up there, but it's not really working there. And technically, he actually slashes her and stuff like that, knocking her the fuck out there. Uh, Mostly knocking her the fuck out, and he's like, he's like, it's over now and stuff like that. So technically, he was technically walking there. Mostly technically lost most of his strength there because he uses his Bonkai there, knocking her out with the knocking her out there and shit like that. So mostly he was walking there. Mostly he was turning into like a wolf there, or possibly a dog. Mostly that's what he was turning into, and he was like thinking, he's like, well, this is it there. He's like, my life had been complete and stuff like that. So technically, the dog king there, or the wolf king there, actually was talking, saying to him, he's like, Shigen there, you did pretty well there, and stuff like that. He's like, I know you were one of my best there, and all that stuff there. So he ate his heart there. The dog king technically ate his heart there. Then he technically falls on the ground and turns into a wolf there. And mostly we see the other captain there. He's like, he picks him up. He's like, well, Captain. He's like, it's not over with yet there. And he technically drags him as a wolf there. So, when that was going on with that stuff there, we do see the sumo wrestler was knocked out by the count by the Soul Reapers there. Technically, the Soul Reapers technically were trying to heal it. We're like, oh, he's not knocked out of the count there. Mostly, this little referee dude there, or this guy there, this man there, mostly he's like, you're not out of the count there. And they're like, well, he's out of the count. It's over with. And he got technically back up there. The wrestler got backed up. He's like, oh yeah, round 2 there. So he's like, round 2. So he mostly beats living crap out of the. He mostly beats living crap out of the Soul Reapers there. And he's like, oh, I took out 3 captains. Well, there were not really 3 captains there. There was just regular 3 Soul Reapers there. He took them all out. And one of them actually throw the chain there. He's like, wait. He's like, we're not out of the count there. Mostly he does see like 2 lights mostly crashing into the ground there. And he's like, he really wanted to check it out there. And mostly the other guy mostly backs up and stuff like that. He was ready to step on him there, and then mostly one of the captains stopped his foot there. He's like, huh? He's like, why are you taking out one of my? He's like, why are you trying to take out one of my guys there? He's like, yeah, this guy there. He's like, why are you trying to take out one of my men there? And stuff like that. He's like, well, you and stuff like that. I want to go check that light out, but suddenly he gets in my way, and he's like, it's gonna be fun to take you out and stuff like that. That's what he was actually saying and stuff. And then the other captain shows up there, and he's like, well, compared to this there, and he's like, you can take us both on, and he's like, and then mostly jumps on the thing there. He's like, yeah, bring it on there and stuff like that. He's like, I'm gonna take you guys out and stuff. That's what he was actually saying to the 2 captains there, and. The end of the episode there, we see Ichigo. Mostly, we get the credits there, and we do see Ichigo there was mostly walking the path there, and mostly the Soul Reaper King was actually saying you're getting close there and stuff like that for it. And then we see like some weird like images there where Ichigo was actually was like screaming there, and he was like turned into this creature there, and he's like, you can like fight it or so. That's what he was actually saying to Ichigo there. And then mostly Ichigo technically busts out of the busts out of the thing there. He's like, well, he's like, this is all you got there and stuff like that. So we do see him walk in the path there. He walks into the door. He's like, this is all you got there, and more not all he got, but well, I mostly walked the path. He's like, I'm ready for the next step. So that's where the episode ends. So yep, we will find out what's going to happen next week there. So yep. Comment, rate, more responses to its barrels. We like Lark Barrels, please subscribe. Hit the bell notification when I upload to my live streams. Comment, responses to its barrels. Like I got, out of your piece.